Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Brandon Cruz Daily Fantasy Podcast designed for GPPs and people who already know what they're doing, blah, 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 things of that nature. This is going to be a really quick video because I got a lot of stuff to do today. I'm all over the place when it comes to fantasy stuff during football season. Got caught up a little bit with work this past weekend, so not going live today for the NFL. I'm barely actually getting through all my lineups and all that stuff. NASCAR qualifying just finished, so I'm gonna go over what I think's a good strategy and who I would go with, and blah 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 for today's or for tomorrow's Las Vegas race. First off, I understand most of my videos are usually 10, 15, 20 minutes long. Not today. We're just going to hammer this sumbitch in because I'm doing one lineup tomorrow on Vegas, and I got about like a 10-car player pool. So here we are. I'm interested in Kevin Harvick starting third. Look at practice speed. I mean, look, he has a good chance of being fast. The guys that I really think are going to dominate and then have a chance of dominating would be the 4 car, the 18, the 2, and the 22. Joey Logano didn't run a single Q run in practice, so all his times in practice are his race speeds. He had very good long run speed, very consistent in the second practice. Same with Keselowski and the 18, the 4 car starting up in the front. With strategy and stuff, I believe they can stay up there. Not interested in Eric Almirola, not interested in Kurt Busch, even though I do kind of like him if you were entering a lot. Not interested in Hemrick, Dillon, not interested in Chase Elliott. I got a little bit of interest in Jimmy Johnson, but I don't think he's going to make my last lineup. Not interested in McDowell or Reagan or Stenhouse. Hamlin at 13th is interesting, but we got a lot of good guys starting in the back here. Kind of interested in William Byron at 14th. Got to see how the lineup goes and how much money I have left, but I think he legit has a chance of being fast, finishing maybe 11th, something like that. Kyle Larson, not showing any speed in practice. Struggling a little bit this track this weekend. I think he's a bit too expensive to really throw a lot of stuff in there. Like I said, not interested in 47. Ryan Newman's overqualified a bit compared to how he should finish, so not interested in Newman. Keselowski, a guy that I really like starting 18th. Alex Bowman, a guy that I really like starting 19th. Kyle Busch, a guy that I really like starting 20th. Paul Menard, a guy that I really like starting 21st. Joey Logano, a guy I really like starting 22nd. Ryan Blaney, a guy that I really like starting 23rd. Truex, a guy that I really like starting 24th. Not interested in Benedetto. I would be interested in Eric Jones, but I'm more interested in the people in front of him. Not interested in Ty Dillon. I have a little bit of interest in Chris Buescher. Only because if you go and look back up the qualifying order, Hemrick, Dillon, Johnson, McDowell, Reagan, Stenhouse, Ryan Preece are all going to lose spots. And with Chris Buescher starting 28th, he's guaranteed to have more points than anybody that's around him points-wise, that's around him car-wise, and things of that nature. Chris Buescher should be a lock for pretty much any lineup you make. Matt Tiff starting 29th. Not interested. Not interested in Castle. Bubba, Chastain, Corey LaJoie, the only guys I would go to looking for a cheap play. So now that I've gone over who I like and who I don't like in the first 3 minutes, I'm going to go over them again and then tell you who I think you should play. So I'm gonna write them down. I like Chris Buescher in the number 37 car. For those of you just listening, like I said, I'm focusing on football this week and just throwing this out there. I like Martin Truex Jr. I like Ryan Blaney. I like Joey Logano. I like Paul Menard. I like Kyle Busch. Like Alex Bowman. Like what's his name? Brad Keselowski. Move up a little bit. Little tiny bit of interest in William Byron. Little tiny bit of interest in Hamlin. And the 4 cars. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 cars that I actually legit like. Now, if you make a lineup with these, messing around with them, no, actually, that's 11 cars. Yeah, I can't even count. That's 11. That's 11 cars that I actually have interest in. I would try and make a 6-car lineup out of those. Dominator. I think there's going to be a lot of leaders here. I'm not really chasing Dominator points. Like I said, I really like Kyle Busch and Logano. I would try and focus on getting those guys in a lineup just because I don't think a lot of people are going to be on Logano for some reason. They're going to spend their money elsewhere. Truex is interesting, starting 24th. Not a whole lot of noise from him lately. But I'd much rather go with Logano than Truex in that situation. Eric Jones, I'm sure he's going to carry some ownership. People like going to Eric Jones a whole lot. Um, but those are the guys that I like, straight up. That's my 11 card player pool. I'm entering one lineup with these guys, and that's it. Painless, stupid quick. I was able to get this out. No, I'm not going into a lot of detail, but you can look up the practice speeds on your own. I got football lineups to continue making. Best of luck, guys. That's my player pool. Enjoy the race. Enjoy football tomorrow. Thank you for listening.